Hello friends, welcome you to your own YouTube channel. In this video we will discuss about United Nations UN. Introduction. The United Nations is an international organization founded in 1945. Currently made up of 193 member states, the UN and its work are guided by the purposes and principles contained in its founding charter. The UN has evolved over the years to keep pace with a rapidly changing world. But one thing has stayed the same: it remains the one place on earth where all the world's nations can gather together, discuss common problems, and find shared solutions that benefit all of humanity. Member States. The UN's membership has grown from the original 51 member states in 1945 to the current 193 member states. All UN member states are members of the General Assembly. States are admitted to membership by a decision of the General Assembly upon the recommendation of the Security Council. The Secretary-General is Chief Administrative Officer of the UN and is also a symbol of the organization's ideals and an advocate for all the world's peoples, especially the poor and vulnerable. The Secretary-General is appointed by the General Assembly on the recommendation of the Security Council for a 5-year, renewable term. Main bodies: United Nations General Assembly, United Nations Security Council, United Nations Economic and Social Council, United Nations Trusteeship Council, United Nations International Court of Justice, United Nations Secretariat, United Nations General Assembly. The UN General Assembly is the main policy-making organ of the organization. Comprising all member states, it provides a unique forum for multilateral discussion of the full spectrum of international issues covered by the Charter of the United Nations. Each of the 193 member states of the United Nations has an equal vote. The UN General Assembly also makes key decisions for the UN, including appointing the Secretary-General on the recommendation of the Security Council, electing the non-permanent members of the Security Council, approving the UN budget. The Assembly meets in regular sessions from September to December each year, and thereafter as required. It discusses specific issues through dedicated agenda items or sub-items, which lead to the adoption of resolutions. United Nations Security Council. The Security Council has primary responsibility for the maintenance of international peace and security. It has 15 members, and each member has one vote. Under the Charter of the United Nations, all member states are obligated to comply with Council decisions. The Security Council takes the lead in determining the existence of a threat to the peace or act of aggression. It calls upon the parties to a dispute to settle it by peaceful means and recommends methods of adjustment or terms of settlement. In some cases, the Security Council can resort to imposing sanctions or even authorize the use of force to maintain or restore international peace and security. UN Economic and Social Council. The Economic and Social Council is at the heart of the United Nations system to advance the three dimensions of sustainable development: economic, social, and environmental. It is the central platform for fostering debate and innovative thinking, forging consensus on ways forward, and coordinating efforts to achieve internationally agreed goals. It is also responsible for the follow-up to major UN conferences and summits. The UN Charter established ECOSOC in 1945 as one of the 6 main organs of the United Nations. ECOSOC links a diverse family of subsidiary bodies and UN entities, organogram, dedicated to sustainable development, providing overall guidance and coordination. UN Trusteeship Council. The Trusteeship Council suspended its operations on 1 November 1994, a month after the independence of Palau, the last remaining United Nations Trust territory. By a resolution adopted on 25 May 1994, the Council amended its rules of procedure to drop the obligation to meet annually and agreed to meet as occasion required by its decision or the decision of its President, or at the request of a majority of its members or the General Assembly or the Security Council. The UN Charter established the Trusteeship Council as one of the main organs of the United Nations and assigned to it the task of supervising the administration of trust territories placed under the international trusteeship system. UN International Court of Justice. The International Court of Justice, ICJ, is the principal judicial organ of the United Nations, UN. It was established in June 1945 by the Charter of the United Nations and began work in April 1946. The seat of the court is at the Peace Palace in The Hague, Netherlands. Of the six principal organs of the United Nations, it is the only one not located in New York, United States of America. The court's role is to settle, in accordance with international law, legal disputes submitted to it by states, and to give advisory opinions on legal questions referred to it by authorized United Nations organs and specialized agencies. The court is composed of 15 judges, who are elected for terms of office of 9 years by the United Nations General Assembly and the Security Council. It is assisted by a registry, its administrative organ. Its official languages are English and French. UN Secretariat. The United Nations Secretariat carries out the day-to-day work of the UN as mandated by the General Assembly and the organization's other main organs. The Secretariat is organized along departmental lines, with each department or office having a distinct area of action and responsibility. Offices and departments coordinate with each other to ensure cohesion in the UN's program of work. Much of the UN Secretariat is located in New York City, USA. The UN also has 3 major offices outside of its headquarters and 5 regional economic commissions.